Hello everyone, Crash here, this is RTA Motorsports, and today I'm finally going to answer where the heck the review is for the HP Reverb. Here we go.
Welcome to RTA Motorsports.
So one of the most common questions I get is, when am I going to review the HP Reverb? How do I think about it? What is it? How does it line up in the long line of VR headsets we've tried, specifically for sim racing and sim flight, things like that? We're going to get to that hopefully soon. I hope you understand why we haven't done the review yet. So we're also testing the Pimax 5K Plus. Here it is. We're testing this one as well. And a lot of you have noticed that in the live streams, we have not been wearing VR at all. We're just using our monitor that you see behind us, our Samsung CHG90, the 49-inch monitor. We did a video on that as well. The reason why we haven't really done any VR content specifically with the HP Reverb is because I'm having issues with the headset. I'm also having issues with Windows Mixed Reality Portal. Maybe some of you know how to fix this, so that's another reason why I'm doing this video. I kind of, hopefully bring up some discussion about Windows Mixed Reality and maybe something can be said. So one of the main issues we were having with this headset is from when we actually first unboxed it. Now, a lot of you who are a part of the live streams and watch the videos, you do know that we have dead pixel issues. And it's actually in both screens. So in each eye cup, I can see a dead pixel. It's only about a centimeter away from one another. So they're very close, very similar spots on the screens. But it's like dead center on both of them. And the right one especially is very bright compared to the one to the left, but there are two dead pixels there. Which is extremely annoying. I was just going to go ahead with the review process because I could kind of look past that a little bit. Of course, I would mention it in the reviews. I mention it almost every time I'm using this headset. But, that's not the end of the world, because I'm sure not everyone's going to experience that. I haven't heard reports of dead pixels really as being a big problem. So, there it is. But the other issue that we're having is the ear cup. Now, with VR, a big immersion factor is not only, of course, the visuals, but it's also the audio and the audio solution. Now, we do have a lot of different headphones here I could use, but when I'm in a VR headset, I like to use the headphones that are on the headset. I believe it's part of the experience. You're paying hundreds of dollars for a VR headset. You should use the audio solution that's on it, or you should, basically be able to. It should be a valid option to you. Now, this one here, the nice thing about this HP Reverb is you could take them off, you could remove them, and it's a very clean design where you could fit almost any headset on your head afterwards. You use basically a coin to remove the headphones. You can't really use like a flat screwdriver. I mean, you can use a flat screwdriver, but the way it's made is so that way you could easily fit a coin in there. It comes right off. Now the problem is its mounting solution is it's two flat contact. Well, it's a flat contact on the headband, and on the headphone itself, there are two posts that come out and make contact with that. So any dust, anything at all that could separate that just a hair, even though it's tight, is going to cause a lot of static noise. And that's what we're getting, is a ton of static noise from the right ear cup. And I have disconnected it, reconnected it, spoke with tech support over and over again, and it's such a big annoyance right now. We have basically isolated it down to, we just think the headset itself is defective. Now, I couldn't get, I know some people did, but I couldn't get tech support to basically admit to that the new headsets that are in stock now are a different version of the headset that has a higher quality control. Now, a lot of people that are getting these headsets now that are in stock on HP's website, as well as like Best Buy, the consumer version of the headset, a lot of them are not having these issues that I'm having. So keep that in mind. This issue here with the headphone happens probably about, I would say, 40% of the time. And it'll always happen like in the middle of a race. All of a sudden I'll lose all sound out of the right. It's just crackly and it's pretty darn loud, extremely distracting. So here's the thing. The Oculus Rift S, that review video bothers the heck out of me because I didn't want to slam the headset too much, and I wanted it to be known that if the issues of that headset were fixed, that's a compelling headset for the price. The price to performance had the potential to be pretty darn high. And I feel that way about that headset, and I hope I conveyed that in that headset. But also, being that I was reviewing the headset, I needed to let you guys know what I was experiencing. That's kind of the point of this video here. Of course, in the review, I'm going to again reiterate the issues that we're having with this headset. But basically what we're doing is we're sending this headset back. I got an RMA, and as soon as they basically get this one back, they're going to overnight me another one. Their customer service has been very nice, very helpful, very easy to get a hold of. Although I will say it's kind of annoying that they have like 3 or 4 different phone numbers to try to get a hold of someone to talk about the VR headset. So when you purchase, if you do purchase one of these headsets and you need to get in touch with customer service, on the website, when you look at your order, on the bottom it says contact customer service. Click on that off the order of your headset, and it gives you the direct line phone number to the customer service, to the people that could help you with the headset. I called the direct line for HP. They gave me a phone number that was incorrect. I spoke to chat. They gave me a phone number that was incorrect. Just a big runaround at that point. Just go to your order, click on customer service there, and that's how I did it, and it made things a lot easier at that point. But they've been super nice, and they were able to basically set me up with an RMA pretty quickly once we isolated down with technical support that maybe it's just this headset. So I want to give this headset basically the best chance it has. I want to try a version of the headset that I keep hearing a lot of people out there are trying, as far as, you know, not having any issues. I want to see what this headset can do when there's no issues. And I don't want my final verdict of this headset to be one that had issues and, you know, that's going to basically stain the review. And I want to give you guys both my experiences with this headset. You know, obviously I'm having issues with this one, but when the headset's working as it should, what is it like? And I feel like, you know, with the Oculus Rift S, I couldn't do that. Now, one thing that I also say a lot is basically the size of the headset, how small it is, and how I'm so impressed with the size of this headset. So I just want to give you guys a comparison real quick. Here is here is the HP Reverb, and here is the Pimax, and they are side by side there. You can kind of get an idea as to the size differences there. Now, we all know the Pimax is a humongous headset. So a lot of you guys, especially Oculus Rift S owners, you also have the Oculus Quest, and we have an Oculus Quest as well. So you guys could get an idea as to the size of it. Look at that. It's like slightly, no, it's almost exactly the same size. I thought it was smaller. It definitely feels lighter, and that's because the Oculus Quest is very front heavy because of the battery pack and where they mounted everything. But even the strap design is extremely similar. If you look at that Velcro on the side, the strap design, except that just the Quest is missing the headphones. But man, they are so similar in their design. Look at that back strap there. Everything on it is very, very similar, which is kind of funny. But let's see, let's look at a top view here. This is the Quest, this is the HP Reverb. You can see the size differences there. You can see how much deeper the Quest is to the HP Reverb. Now, again, there's a ton of things packed in this Quest because it's a standalone VR headset, but that's one of the common questions I get whenever I mention the size is, well, how big is it compared to an Oculus Quest? Because the Quest is smaller than the Oculus Rift S. And yeah, this is a tiny, tiny headset, and it does feel lighter than the Quest. So I know a lot of you out there own a Quest, so that way you can get an idea as far as size. And it is smaller than the Samsung Odyssey and the Odyssey Plus by quite a bit on the face as well. But overall, I really, when the headset is working, yes, we do have the dead pixels. The resolution is amazing to me when I'm in a car. Now, when we're recording at the same time, I'm having pretty big frame drops and issues there. Now, the other issues that I'm having on the side of performance is with Windows Mixed Reality Portal. Not having these issues with the Pimax, which is funny because everyone, including myself, feels like Pimax is, the Kickstarter, the one that doesn't have the big support, the big backing as far as what it should have software and developer wise. But I feel like I'm always having a pretty darn smooth experience, especially in sim racing. And I think it's their software optimization and its predictive software, its brain warp or whatever they call it on the Pimax. We're gonna look more into that. But it always seems to create a smooth racing experience, even very graphically demanding situations. But with this one here, yes, the resolution is higher. But with Windows Mixed Reality Portal, I feel like Windows Mixed Reality is not really optimized that well. And right now we're having issues where if I launch the headset turns on, I can see in there what's going on. It will launch basically like as if it tracks my room and it recognizes the room, but there's no 6 degrees of freedom tracking. There's just head motion. So if I lean forward, lean back, if I go up and down, there's no tracking. It's only gyroscope by turning my head, which is extremely annoying. And it'll happen over and over to the point where we just don't use it. And I cannot tell you how many times I intended on using the headset for a live stream, and then last minute we just couldn't because I couldn't get the headset running. And then I come into the live stream basically saying that, we're just jumping into the race because I ran out of time. Most of that time was spent trying to get the headset up and running. And I don't know if it's the headset itself or if it's, USB ports on my motherboard. We're using a Ryzen 3900X on an X570 motherboard. We shouldn't really be having those issues, or if it's the most recent update to Windows 1903. I have a funny feeling it's that one. Because, everyone's having issues now. We have turned off gamer mode. So, I thought that would fix that issue. It fixed an issue with streaming. And I want to say thank you to those who recommended that during that live stream. But yeah, it's just all around we're having issues. I want a clean working experience so that way I could really give this headset a run and really get a sense for the full experience. So I am very optimistic with this headset. I want it to work because when it did work, and I noticed that the resolution was just amazing, and I really want to try to convey that to you guys and give this headset a chance. So hopefully that doesn't seem unfair to you guys. Of course, I'm letting you know we're having issues with one right here. I'm going to let you know in the review that we're having issues when the next one comes in. And if we have issues with that one, of course, I'm going to let you know in that review, and then we'll just do the review at that point because it just, it's not going to happen. But you all been asking where's the HP Reverb video. Unfortunately, that's the state of things at the moment. So everyone, I'm Crash. This is RTA Motorsports. I apologize for kind of giving you guys bad news, but I feel like I owe it to you guys to let you know what's going on and where the content is. So if you have any questions or if you have any recommendations on other content that we should be working on, let me know in the comment box below, or you could get us on our Discord channel. It's going to be in the description, hopefully, if I actually post a link this time. We also have an Instagram. Definitely get us on there. That is definitely in the description. You could message me, private message me there. A lot of you have been, and I've been enjoying kind of talking to you guys off stream, off camera. So hope you guys have a great weekend. See you all next time.